Hello and welcome back to another video. In this video we are going to look at our early watch list ahead of the international break. Starting off with goalkeepers. Pope has been a standout option for quite a while now, with Newcastle's defense looking quite solid and his 12-point haul in Gameweek 7. Guaita is another one I'd look at from now on. A pretty good pick in my eyes with a 64% save percentage. His fixtures could help him rack up more than his current one clean sheet. Next up, a premium pick should have to be Lloris, with Tottenham's defense looking quite strong, conceding only 6 big chances, the lowest in the league. And with his save percentage nearing 70% up to now, he looks the best keeper option if you have an extra spending budget on keepers. Next up, with one of the highest save percentages and bar the Man City game, the team with the lowest goals conceded is Sa from Wolves. With a pretty decent fixture run until the World Cup break, facing only 2 of the big 6, he does look like he will increase his tally of his 37 points this season. Moving on to the defenders, starting off with the quite popular Reece James. With Potter's playstyle over at Brighton, we saw how involved their wingbacks are in attack. With the English international in that position for a Chelsea side, looks like he could punish in that position. Another from Chelsea could include Cucurella, but with Chilwell back from injury, his spot doesn't look quite nailed on. Again, from Palace in defense is Guehi. The cheapest defender from Palace and not too attacking, I've included him in this list just for his defensive capabilities and the ability to rack up bonus points. Another mention goes to the West Ham defense. I've gone for Soufal here, but even Zuma looks a good nailed option. Conceding an XG of only 0.43 against Everton, they got quite unlucky conceding that goal to a well-struck hit by Mope, but they do look pretty good in their defensive underlying numbers. Now onto the attacking side of things, starting off with the midfield. I have listed out a few picks who I think would do good in the coming game weeks. Starting off with Zaha, has gone quite under the radar after not playing in 2 weeks in a row. He did score in 4 of his 5 games played this season, and his 6 big chance involvement could have meant more returns. 7 of his next 8 fixtures are against the bottom half of the Premier League, so he does have a high ceiling of returns until the international break. Next up is a Leicester duo in Maddison and Barnes. After suffering a heavy defeat against Tottenham, many may think it's an avoid to look at the Leicester assets, but their attack still looks pretty good. However, we also must take into account a new manager might take charge of this Leicester side, which may mean Barnes and Maddison are switched around with their roles. Lastly, I want to talk about Luis Diaz. He has looked Liverpool's best player this season, and this may even continue with their fixture run until the World Cup break. Lastly, onto the forwards. We have to start with Haaland, a must-keep all season long unless some injury comes about. So if you're one of the 19.2% that doesn't own him, please bring him in right now. Another premium forward is Kane. If not for the Queen's death and the postponement of games, he would have been in my Gameweek 8 team and as a captain. And I had been talking about him quite a lot and his run of fixtures for quite a while now. In my eyes, the best forward to own after Haaland if you don't have the budget concerns. Facing Arsenal next, he could be a captaincy option against them too, considering his history against the North London side. Isaac, Mitrovic and Tony was a big debate in the wildcard for Gameweek 8. Isaac did score the highest points of the 3 in Gameweek 8, and Tony for me would be the third option of the 3 if you were to choose one from them. Lastly, a differential pick in Solanke. Bournemouth have shown some attacking form in the last few game weeks, and we could see that continue with them facing 6 teams in the bottom half of the league in their next 8 games, and Solanke could be a part of a few goals from these games. And this is it for my early transfer tips ahead of Gameweek 9. If you enjoyed that video, please consider hitting the subscribe button and the notification bell as you'll get notified when I upload. And until next time, peace.